This is better than TV shows, right? It's like Dynasty. Reality TV. But it's like real. Still fake. It's still a light show. My head was like, man, this isn't going to work. My heart said, well, just try it. Update. So I'm over at my house, and locks changed. Again, that's 2 times in 14 months. Locks are changed. Lock is symbolic of getting into where that trauma is. And it came to me earlier today. I said, well, why am I doing all that? What does it symbolize? We know everything is symbolic of emotional state. And what was my real project? And then there I saw it. It's them. That's the real alchemical project that I'm working on. And it's just reflected in the light show as a house, cleaning. That's why I'm obsessed with that. Getting into the corners and cleaning out the goo. That's the real James Bond thing that I'm doing. It's a pretty big challenge. Attacked. Just protect that house at all costs. The ego mind doesn't want to go there. It's been walling that off. It's scary. But I don't really care. Because I know that where I'm coming from is a genuine place. Sister accused me of, you're just trying to steal the house and you just want the money. If I wanted money, I'd be out Ubering right now, getting money. I got enough money. I can move anywhere in the world right now and live. Fine. That's not what it's about. When I went to Costa Rica, I thought, I can just walk into nature, man. Can I just live down here? And no, it's not what it's about. Your soul colony. That's what is really counts. That's what it really is about. Those emotional bonds that you have in your life, and then it just gets reflected out on the stage for this and that. And I said the set is going to get increasingly ridiculous. Well, the media and all that is going to reflect that. It's a fractal part of that. But the other set, the one that's a lot closer to what you're seeing in your relationships, immediate people around you, that's another set. And that's going to get increasingly ridiculous, until what's my objective is for you to eventually say, okay, take that very first step and say, yeah, there's something in me, the inner work that I want to change. That's what I want for you, because you're in me. I love you. So I'm going to be creative and compassionate enough to show you that. That's what I'm doing. Doing all this, sell the house tomorrow. I don't care. It's not about that. Because I know the house is symbolic of that. So anyway, I dropped in here at the house and couldn't get inside. Okay, I expected that. But then my heart was feeling. I was like, okay, well, something's coming. And here come the police in the driveway. I was like, how does she know I'm here? Is there a camera? No, the next door neighbor. She told Janice, the next door neighbor, Two-Face from the Bible. That's to tell her, I'm here. So the next time I come, I could sneak and be weeds from that need to be pulled. Looks embarrassing. So I told the police. So she doesn't see me. Or I think I'm just going to knock on her door and explain to her exactly everything that's going on. So if she doesn't tell Molly that I'm here, well, guess what? Her next door neighbor, now her yard and everything is taken care of. It's actually lowering her property value to have all this jungle growing here. And, So I said, hey, Janice, that's something good for you. And so I told the police exactly what was going on. They were trying to say I was squatting here, and because that's the story she gave them. I need him out of there, evicted. And so from what I gathered, got a lawyer. The next step is to do the enforcement part of the eviction. So yeah, I'll come over and do yard work at my mother's house. Who she told me, yeah, that's fine. She's still alive, but I'll get arrested for that. Increasingly ridiculous. But it's a symbol of the spiritual work. So, yeah, got in here and, like the MMA fighters, little plan, little sequence of actions, and bust it out. So that's what I'm doing. And the police that were fine, they were just like, walking out. I said, well, can I at least like fill up the trash can? And they didn't really say anything. And I was like, yeah. He's like, mm-hmm. So I've just been here all day, just busting a move on this place. It has to be done regardless. It's symbolic. But he's going to say, oh, I got some ulterior motives. That's what she sees in the world. That's what she sees in people. So, that's only in you. Whatever you see in the world, that's your super energy consciousness. That's what's affecting that light show that's melting. So keep coming at me like I'm doing all this evil stuff and I want all this and that, and it's going to get, uncomfortable. If that's the way you're going about your saying that. You're not guarding what's coming out of your mouth and your thoughts. You're breaking the law. The CV enforcer, that's me. That's why I'm in your life, representing that. That's what you ultimately want. That's what we want for each other, because we're the same consciousness. To be free from that. Nobody's doing that. That's just perception of it. So, now interesting. Now, like the police, because they had the whole their usual scenario, that I was just squatting here, and there's like a bed set up in the back there, sleeping. I brought over some of my supplies. I thought I might just be here for a minute and do my thing here, playing the ping pong. Got running water. Got a hammock. But yeah, after a minute, I was just one guy. When he first showed up, I was just, yeah, the police showed up. Of course you should. Anyway, I look him in the eye, and just guy stuff. Like, oh, welcome to my nightmare. But it's what I chose, right? So, and it's not that I'm increasingly going to detach from what the outcome of that is in the samadhi, right? That's suffering. I'm not going to suffer my whole life but I have to try. I know that I have to try to make peace with my maker. That's in my contract. You can't stop me from trying. She wants me to suffer because that's the karma in there. That's what's directing that. But that's not going to be solved out on the set, right? I can't do anything for that. She's watching it. Things, that's not the way it works. It's fundamental. No, that's what guides your perception. So yeah, there's nothing out there that's going to do that for you. So by trying to control me, my decisions, what I go about in life, whatever I choose to participate in, she's trying to administer my estate. There's a problem with that because it's at home. Control what I'm doing. It's the same as what's being reflected out there with on the big state, the COVID stuff. It wants to see what's in there, see if you're home. when the man arrived in 8, yeah, no, you're not going to control that. I'm trying to work with both of you, and so that you can set yourselves free. It's like, play this cave. It's like dancing, there's lights and fun. But here's a back door. Where I'm at is on the threshold of that, crossing out that. But I'm going to be of assistance to your emotional baggage your whole life. Nobody wants that. I don't really call it all these terrible names. That doesn't go on. The real police mature for that. So it's funny because when they showed up symbolically, I the key. I was like, well, maybe I'll just be one more step so I can get here. Boom, boom, boom. But when they showed up, they're like, with their assumptions, I said, what was I doing? I was just looking at the mechanism. It might be something where it could be of use for me, so she wouldn't expect it. If I at least clean my mother's house and make it presentable. It's embarrassing that there's fucking weeds and trees and shit growing up all around the house. It's like an abandoned house. Is that good for anybody? But all she sees is me wanting to get the house, and because she's irritated by who I'm dating. That I'm kind of experiencing. Light shadows, I know, are it's already happening in the heart. So, I thought, the garage, this makes sense. That's where the working place is. I mentioned this morning that I would have my own garage. I'd have all my tools there, but symbolically, right, the higher alchemical, spiritual, soul energy work. What it's representing on the side. But sorry, man, I'm thirsty. The cop was like, whatever, and this is my stuff, and they're talking about, we can't take anything out of here. Just are so concerned about throwing stuff away. Where's all that energy come from? Except in her. So, but yeah, I've been like cleaning corners, have a couple beers, been doing guy stuff, and you see the result of that. It's nice and clean. That's what's going on interiorly in me. That's just what I'm seeing out here. But after they left, I was like, well, I got this shot. Like, she's got go. He's gonna have to take that lawyer and do the enforcement part. Spend more money. Spend more of mom's money for your emotional garbage. I'm greedy, but why does she feel greedy? Well, she's been helping mom. I don't have a problem with that. But in her, she's feeling like she's being greedy. She's using that money to try to control me. Little carrot sticks out there like Soros to control the exterior world. But no, and so. So I knew I had this day to make a move, do my MMA, get in here and connect, and it does make a difference. That's the symbolism of it. I'm not worried about the outcome. I don't care if the house can blow up tomorrow. Might be a mud flood tomorrow. Good. Whatever. Hey, the police, after I explained everything to them, they got it. So maybe Jameson, get it. I'm just working on you. That's my goal. This house that's what that represents. For me to help you. Me, and we're in the same life together. But we're in the perceptual world. So there's going to be things that represent that. And so am I the problem? The cops are like, well, why are you doing all this? Or, I'm thinking about, right, I already had that. I went to Costa Rica. It's not about that. Um, so increasingly ridiculous, the things that can trigger you. That's not the problem out there. The goal is to be untriggerable, unfuck with the bull, imperturbable. Right? That's the goal, the developmental goal of it. And what I want for you is that, to set yourself free from being triggered like that. So let's see the Dynasty update. So yeah, might just go camp in the woods. Well, I think I'm gonna ping pong back here, but that's the update. You know, another little just symbolic thing. Like everything's connected. My data plan, like the next 5 days, is coming up to be renewed, and it's said, you know, we noticed you're kind of getting close to your data limit, and so maybe you should up it a little bit. And oh yeah, that's because I'm going to need it. That's my little reminder to use these frequencies. It's not just the iconic rock stars that are in the airways. Use the rock star, the real one. So I got to pay to play in those airwaves. You know, to prove myself. And well, yeah, it's the first week of 2,200 year cycle of Aquarius, so we got some time. It's a pretty good start. Yeah. Out the gate. So I don't know what else. My sister thinks she's gonna make me feel what she felt. Good luck with that. I figured it out. I know what all these symbols are here. But just for the crowd, that's what I needed. I needed the witness. That's why that's so important in the Bible and law, a witness. To say, hey. But that's what I had. I needed this tool right here, this live, to show. Like, because if there was nothing to hide, then you wouldn't be upset and triggered. But other people were seeing what you were doing. Why are you trying to keep that hidden? This is the age of transparency. That's what we're complaining about, why the government, and it's all behind closed doors. No, it's your life. That's just a reflection of what's going on in here. The God, that's the first screen. There's another screen on there. So that's the one I'm watching up close. I don't even need any of that other stuff out there. That's just a complete distraction. That's all going on right within us. We go about forming and hallucinating our existence. So that's my TV screen. So of use, but you guys are of extreme use to me because you're the witness. You're the jury. So thank God for you, for us. I'm so grateful for that. And this little tool. I remember when I first saw it, I was like, man, you just go live and just say anything. You know, I kind of got piqued my interest. I was like, oh, but I didn't know I didn't have anything to say then. So I forced myself. I'm gonna go plan something, get out there and be popular. It's not entertainment. This is not entertainment. This is soul work. It's not easy, but nothing is easy that is worth it, right? Work hard and to get the real goodies. So I'm gonna keep bending. I'm getting better. Just dance around to the music and cleaning. Just, you know, it's kind of fascinating to me. It's like that video game where you had the thing was growing out of the middle and you could spin it and then shoot it down. And I remember that game, playing that at YMCA in Springfield, going up for swim team. I was like, man, it's fascinating. But that's what's going on right now. I'm like, zzz, zzz, a little bit here, a little bit all around. But it's just the flow. I'm in the flow of it. I'm not saying, oh, I need to finish this and get this accomplished. But everything I'm doing here is there's no ulterior objective motive other than that to get my sister to say, hey, I'm the only one that's keeping myself suffering because you're projecting out onto the world, onto your brother, you got all this stuff that you're trying to work out in you. Greedy, behind my back, you want to control who I'm seeing out there. Mm-mm. I mean, you can try, but this change, right? That Christ frequency is, it knows all that. It's a different vantage point. So, you showed it again with your nasty comment about me, my objectives, and you're going to try to prove that, really? You could try. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's pretty difficult. People know who I am. I've spoken. And I've looked in the eye, well, through the black box. But it's valid. And I have nothing to hide. Nothing. So if you think I'm a bad person, that's because you think you're a bad person. That's where you need to turn around and go get that and work on that. So we can both be happy together in the new world. So we can get out of that dance club with the distracting lights and really live the life that it's intended. I think it's scripted. That part too. That we've got to learn it and do it energetically and emotionally. Matthew Happy and I commented the other day on Facebook, and that your mind is so powerful that things you think might happen in the SAT, we can run them up there. Just do it up there, and then the reflected show it never even happens out there, right? Like Antifa and BLM coming to town, well, we might just use deadly force on those knuckleheads. But because you've already experienced it, I noticed that with like just even the mask thing. I was like, well, covering my mouth, but then I was like, no, this is right here. But all this part was like, come at me, because I was ready, like, trying to administer, impersonate a police officer, practice medicine without a license. I had all those pieces. I was a crouching lion, and nothing happened. It was already done, communicated before, right? So that's how you control your world in your light show. You're adjusting your Nagwal from just reacting to the lights down here and this is our plan. Step back, strategize, assess. You can even actually read what's going to happen in other people's minds, how their behaviors. So that's another superpower that comes back. And so whatever you think, that might happen out there in the light show, it doesn't really have to. If you run it up in here and you're controlling that projector. Is the police going to come here and arrest me for weeding my mom's yard? Is that the next part of the set? That's that what next in the scene? Because I'm doing all this to her. Is that right? Is that all that's going on? So, whatever. I don't know. She'll probably thug, come lock the garage. I don't care. I got everything I need to do what I'm going to do to this house, to clean it. And if that provokes you and you keep getting triggered by me cleaning, doing the yard work on my mother's house, which needs to be done, regardless of anything that you think needs to be done with the house, well, I mean, it's hard work. I'm like scraping on this. That's hard work. Would I like to be at the beach chilling? But you can't just go to the beach, because it's you there with your energy field that's trying to chill. The real beach and chilling is all that energy stuff worked out and healed. And the beach is just whatever, representative of that. So yeah, I'm enjoying like doing this stuff because I know it's symbolic of the real deeper alchemical work. The only thing I'm asking you to do is look within and help yourself. And do that work, and it helps me. So you don't have to yap and say bad stuff out of your mouth. It doesn't affect me anymore like it did when we were kids growing up. Yeah, we were both wounded. We'd fight. We're frustrated. We didn't know why, but we're banging on each other's head. Yeah, we did that for a period, a developmental period. It's come to an end for me. I don't do that. I just try to help you and be creative enough. If that's upsetting you and triggering you, it's COVID-19, baby. It wants see what's in that heart, get that heart cleaned out, so it's just love coming out of there. That's why that's on the other set. So, and if you don't do it, I'm going to detach from it. I'm not going to torture myself forever, being called all this stuff, and I'll move on. So, but you better bet your bottom dollar that I'm going to give it my best shot, because I have to do that to make peace with my maker. That's who I work for now. I don't have a boss out there. Money. He just wants money. Is that just what you want? Is that what that symbolizes? It's all symbolic out there. Well, figuring out where that energy is going, that lesson is. If you're responding emotionally to anything in the perceptual world, and you think that's something, turn it back around, and that's your lesson. So is this video you gonna get triggered again by this video that I'm doing this? Trying to clean up my mom's house? It's just on the set. It could be anything. You want to clean it up, so that's your reminder. I'm the COVID enforcer knocking on your door. Hey, you test positive for COVID? You got a heart? You operate from your heart, or you operate from your fears and all that projecting, all your problems out there, and all these people are just doing all this stuff to you? Oh, it doesn't work anymore. I'm not that sounding bell, that ring. My ring is like, I'm out the club. Getting out the club. Going to the new club where this is known, and we can help each other with this knowledge. So yeah, I mean, everyone, kudos to everyone that if you're interested in this message, that's the real, to where the rubber meets the road, to speak. Yeah, there's nothing to complain about. Everything I'm seeing out there is, you're free when you get that. So, the Freedom Show, and that's pretty much the update here. Just gonna knock out a couple more little things here. That I don't have any goal on this realm. I'm trying to control the set anymore. Just paying attention to what it's representing. To me, it's already happened. But listening to iconic rock songs and cleaning has been pretty fun these last few days. Money. Does it ever really solve anything? No, it's symbolic. All in the setup. I'm like, well, okay, I need beer, apple juice, whiskey, tobacco, and fruit. I'm pretty free, getting pretty free from the samadhi. So you can't use that excuse anymore. That I just want no money, for all that. The house and having the garage and my tools as just a project of the house. The house is reflective of the real project, which is you and our relationship. That's the real project. So. And then just had to come out on Facebook so that a few witnesses, right? Hey, the set is not going to match what you were projecting out there. It's become so discongruent. Maybe then that would say, oh, yeah. So, good luck trying to convince me that I'm this evil, greedy person that's trying to get on your back and do all this. That's coming from you. Well, that's about what I have. So, anyway, she's going to dream up some other way to try to, because she thinks that I want something out here, or from this house. It'd be cool if it did go. I mean, it'd be mutually beneficial. We wouldn't have to worry about money. There's that. But she's worried about it because she's just been living on mom's money for the last 4 years. And her self-doubt is that she's not doing a good job. She actually expressed that to me at one point. Because we read each other's minds, and she knows what I'm thinking. And I think I even told her, that I know you're doing the very best that you can, Molly. You're operating from love. But I also know that you have more potential to be that much greater. And we go about that. And so that's why I'm doing all this. It's not being an asshole. But to be triggered, then that's the evidence that that's where the work has to be done emotionally. That's why I'm in your existence. That's why this was all in the ice. To bring that Judah lion out. What COVID's doing. Representative of that. Right? Brought mine out. Like, yeah, I really need to know who is in charge here of my body and my realm. And that there's not in the realm that's outside of me. It's all one thing. So you're gonna have to make peace with it, or it's just gonna torment you if you keep watching it and thinking it's outside of you. I'm not outside of you. You're part of your superconscious to teach you these things or help you, bounce it off of. So triggers will, triggers do, but and the other people that are dealing with these things, we know every single one of us has some sort of trauma that we're coloring our world. It's robbing our adrenochrome. It's taking some of the shine off of us, and that's helping the whole community. I ain't worried about shit. I'll find some place to lay my head down at night, but I know what the real work is. It's the heart. That was what it was. Shit, I wish I could just go off to India and no, it's just outside there. So see what the next moves are. I don't know. I think I'm back in the hotel next week. That's not the goal, right? I don't care about all that, but yeah, maybe ultimately I will. These guys will push me out, so I have something where I don't have to argue with anyone about what I'm creating on the physical world. But it would only be reflective if I have done all the energetic soul work. That's all you see out there. That's what that is. So read it. Read yourself. You're watching the TV show of yourself out there. You've just been hallucinating that it's separate. It's all one super organism. And this is the age where we remember that, yeah, we're here to help each other. We were doing it all the time before, right? We start watching the illusion a little bit too much, and your whole life was just doing this job and watching TV and being entertained, and yeah. So in the ice, it's going to bring you back home. Travel down Jacob's Ladder to Samadhi and experience it and learn from it. But that is not the whole show. There's more to this dream than we were aware, and we know that because we've already lived it. We've already lived all of these ages, because you're eternal. You're the God at that level, and we created these bodies to interact with the physical realm. But it's like when you say you can't put your finger on like love or an emotion, right? I'm angry. Where's anger? It's in the ethereal. It's in those hollows realms. It's hollow. So that's where the real connection is between the physical and the spirit, that energy body. That's the only work that can really be done. But what you see out there, me cleaning, of course, yeah, get this crud off so that it will hum at a higher frequency. It's just representative of the earth frequency changing. It's changing in each one of your cells, and you know that it's affecting everything that you perceive. So, all right, it feels pretty good. Thank you for my therapy, John Pluta. Yes, sir. Yeah, John. I mean, we sense these things in what we were going through in naturopathic medical school. Like, there's some element of bullshit in everything. Getting taught germ theory. I'm like, no, there's more to this. And that's why I wasn't licensed to become a doctor. I'd have been fucking breaking the law. And my spirit guides yanked me out of that. I remember before the big exam, the night before, they're just like, "That's not going to happen." So I didn't know how it was going to go down, but I felt it there. Like, something's going to get fucked up, and it did. A couple things happened in there, and that were part of that story. And sure enough, I escaped. Seemingly bad things were happening to me on the set, but right, they were actually for that reason. Yep, exactly, John. Right, the perception is a lie because it's the real energy soul that is projecting that out, hallucinating that out there. That's the energy. That's where you want to get down into the engine and get in the circuits and change that, and then everything else out there will reflect that. That's how you go about it. You can't just be out there on the set, just slapping things around, wishing they would do this and that. It just never works like that. So, that's the revelation, the apocalypse. Autoimmunity. They show you all those pictures and the story, and you believe it. I remember Lily, we were in the immune class, and I was like, "This is all bullshit. It's not the way it works." I didn't even really know why, just explain it, but my heart knew it. And she was like, "No, look, it's all real. It's right there. This killer T." She believed it. It's part of the test that you would put something out there on the set that you're not your creator. Your creator is that, and your energy body is that, and your physical body is that trinity, and it's wrapped up tight. That's where the strength comes from. And threes, know that the other threes are the same. Now you got 33. You got all that. So these are the very nascent stages of this awareness. But we got to remember how to communicate it. These concepts are nothing we've come across before, to be honest. Pieces. That's why I lived all those experiences, to get a little, way that I could relay it. Yeah, we keep losing the feed. Keeps going down. When are they ever going to turn that shit on? I don't know. Someone just said it's on. Try it. But who cares? I mean, it's just in the set. It's 5G. It's your body tuning up, and that boom out there. Everything out there is a test to see if you will believe it. If you'll take the bait and say, "I'm scared of this." Yeah. I mean, there's so much. Out of nowhere, my email, it just completely stopped giving me YouTube updates for the channels I was following there. Just out of nowhere. No, not a single one. I say email's a thing of the past. Email's in the Stone Ages, right? You can't tell what's being communicated this way. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, it looks good on my end. All that cut out and but whatever. It's reflected light show stuff. Yeah, it will spread, and that was to be expected, right? When I first started that, I knew I had to speak, but I was still, are the other kids gonna like it? And as I looked at more closely, it's like, no, a lot of people are actually gonna come at you and be like, because you're turning off their cartoons. Kids don't want that. They want their dopamine hit by scaring themselves. Everyone has their role, and I don't really care how many. I mean, if it happens, and we all, great, But if that's what I'm worried about, So, yeah, if it resonates, just share it. Spiritually, we remember all these stages. Just didn't have the right answer. We didn't know what that stuff was. So, I'm probably gonna keep on yapping. I'll keep updating you on whatever comes up. So, much love, and thank God, I am so blessed that this exists, and for you, you're out there, and we get this. So we'll graduate. No more email. No more looking at the black boxes. Probably will be for a significant amount, but it doesn't matter because it's going on in here. So all that reflects. So good. Yeah, that's all I got. Bust out a couple more things here, and then keep enjoying the light show. Just proof, evidence that you're doing the spiritual work. That's the reward. You get to watch that. Dancing, music, yeah, all of it. It's all. The animal. You know why I know I'm like kind of in the right? It's because the way my cats interact with me. They're like, I swear to one, almost was talking. Like, the animals remember to talk. It's in the code, or it's in the ice. The animals can actually speak. I was like, what is she saying? I can almost hear her saying some words. Like, I've already been able to intuitively know what she wants. She was hungry. She's pee. But I mean, she was like opening her mouth and I was like, could that actually happen? What was the first thing? Let the possibility of it. Yeah, so it'd be cool. I'm sitting around chatting with the animals. Who knows? That was for the first quarter. There's a lot more to go for this one. That's a fun one. It's meant to be enjoyed. All right, everybody. I better bust a move and see what's happening on the next one. Much love.